Everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at some of the Google messages or Google emojis and compare them against Samsung emojis. I made this video for iPhones, Androids to compare all of them, but now it's time to compare Androids and Androids. Now, what's funny is that the emojis that you'll basically see on both are fairly similar. They have the same type of structure for the most part, but I will say when it comes down to both of them, I don't know if there's one that's significantly better than the other one, because you can kind of get the same layout of emojis on both. Unlike on iOS and Android, they're slightly different. On these ones, there's a lot more similarities when it kind of comes down to it. So if you kind of look at the emojis, first of all, structurally, kind of the same thing. Google's on the left, Android's on the right, or One UI's on the right. And you can see for the most part, there's some very big differences. So for one, the emojis on the Samsung side, I think line up a little bit more like on the iPhone side. But on the Google side, they're a little bit more playful, I guess. But when they're sent to each other, like if I send a Google, emoji to a Samsung or vice versa, or even to an iPhone, it's going to change those emojis to how it's located, like how it's showcased in that particular platform. But you can see right here on both, they basically go up and down, which is something I actually like a lot. So if I basically bring them down this way, you can kind of get an idea too. And scrolling through, you can see basically like the same type of layout. They give you the capability of basically jumping to one different emoji set to the other up here. Same thing here, you can jump to like animals or random emojis or all those other things. So it is kind of nice to have that. They also have search bars as well. So if you click up here on this search bar, and if you click on right here, this particular search bar, you can go and search for emojis. So if I go and type in like happy, this is the one that I've been using before. And if I go and type in happy here, you can see there could be some slight differences. So here you have the capability of seeing the happy emoji. So the first emoji is the same, but then there's different emojis that I've seen on the Google side that are slightly different than on the Samsung side, even from the Apple side as well on the iPhones. So not a big deal, but that could be one thing that you kind of look at, and kind of look out for in these particular cases. So that might be something to keep in mind here. Beyond that though, I would say the structure and everything, like I said before, is fairly similar. Like you're not really noticing too many big differences here. I would say between both, you're kind of getting maybe more emojis. Actually, I don't know. They're both kind of the same type of emojis, but it seems like maybe more on the Google side. It seems like you're getting more emojis on the Google Pixel side or on the Gboard side rather than the Samsung side. That's kind of one thing I noticed. But beyond that, even when you compare the keyboards, there's all sorts of other keyboard features, like with these types of GIFs and Bitmojis and so many other things you can change. The fact that we have Bitmoji now in here is kind of crazy, but you have a lot of cool stuff kind of built in inside of the Google keyboard in general. But comparing the emojis, that's kind of how I see it. I think both are great, and that's kind of how I see both these particular keyboards and emojis kind of holding up on that particular side. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.